Hey guys, Bren here. In today's video, what I'm discussing is marketing ideas for new home builders. It's going to be a two-part video. In this video being the first part, I'm going to be discussing more traffic strategies, how you can generate more traffic to your website, but more importantly, highly qualified traffic that is easy to turn into prospects. In the second part of the video, which I'll be releasing in a week or so, I'll be going through how to turn your website into a better salesperson, how to create a more persuasive website. So even though that you will be getting more traffic thanks to this video, and it'll be good qualified traffic, how can you turn more of that traffic into good qualified leads? Along with that, I'm going to go through a content marketing strategy that's hugely powerful and does not take up too much time. You don't have to be posting daily or weekly or anything like that, but it will still produce tons of leads at a very cheap cost, which is probably what you want. So if you're a new home builder looking to grow your business, sit back and enjoy today's video as we talk about traffic strategies. Also, just quickly, don't forget I have a contractor/builder construction playlist that will be featured in this video, so you can click the link, jump over that playlist and watch some more practical advice on how to build specific campaigns. I'm going to reference those particular videos throughout this two-part series. And also don't forget to click the subscribe button, because that way you'll be notified when the second portion of this video is released as well, and also when I release more content that will no doubtedly help you grow your business. And lastly, if I could ask for just a tiny favor, smash that like button. It does help so much within the YouTube algorithm. Almost said Google there, but the YouTube algorithm, I suppose YouTube is owned by Google, so it all counts at one level or another. So smash that like button, I would really appreciate it. But with that being said, let's jump over to my computer and we can talk about today's tutorial. So here we are at my computer. Now the first thing I want to get through is more of a concept and an idea of how to approach your marketing when it comes to being a new home builder. It's important to realize, and you know this, but I'm just going to state it because if I feel like, you know, people gloss over this and they really shouldn't, but a new home purchase will be one of the most expensive purchases, if not the most expensive purchase in the life of your prospect. This is not something that they will take lightly, and it is something that you should consider when you're factoring in your marketing and sales processes and techniques and so forth. So with that said, I like to think of it very much like the dating process. If you go on a first date, it doesn't matter if it's male to female, female to male, etc., and the person asks the other person for marriage on the first date, it sounds just as crazy as it is for me to say it. It's complete madness. The reason is that there's not enough value transfer, there's not enough knowledge about the potential spouse, so on and so forth, for them to be able to make a decision. So a lot of new home builders will try and get traffic to the website and essentially are trying to sell their services immediately. Now, most of the time, that's not the most ideal kind of way to go about things, because, well, it's very much like trying to get marriage on the first date. And if you think about it from a prospect perspective and their journey into working with a new home builder, it's not going to be one step onto a website, fill in the form or pick up the phone, have a conversation, someone comes out, has a chat to them, signs a document, and wham bam, thank you ma'am, everything's done. You certainly wish it was that simple, and I do too, because it'd make my job easier, but it's such a complex decision. There's multiple touch points, and if you get into the model attribution of new home building websites, and a lot of contractors for that matter, people don't make a decision on the first visit to a website. There will be multiple steps. So people will start in the awareness stage, where it's like the first date, you're learning about what the person does, where they grew up, etc. People are looking about, what do I want in a new home? What am I looking for in a builder? And I mean, there's multiple questions just under those two topics, let alone all the other topics that a prospect may be interested in order, before they are interested in actually making an inquiry, I should say. So you want to think about your marketing as a step-by-step or a date-by-date, I should say, or a sequential kind of process. And that's what I'm going to talk about in this video, how you can kind of structure that sequential process which you can have control over, so therefore you can control the messages that prospect or potential prospect receives. And so therefore your marketing becomes much more lucrative, and you actually save a lot more money as well, because you're not trying to fish in the Pacific Ocean or the Atlantic Ocean or just a massive ocean. You start to fish in a swimming pool, which is far easier, it's far cheaper, and it's far more lucrative as well. So when it comes to new home builders, Facebook ads can work fantastically well, especially if you have been established for a couple of years and you've done perhaps even a couple of hundred new homes for a couple of hundred prospects, or you've had at least a couple of hundred new kind of points of contact or prospects, and if you combine that with the jobs completed, you have a couple of hundred. Why I'm saying this is that if you have that kind of data, prospect data and actual customer data, you can build one of the most powerful techniques for your marketing that Donald Trump used within his 2016 campaign, and no doubt will use in his 2020 campaign with Parsdale running his marketing in general, but also his social media. They are gunning for this technique. And this technique is lookalike audiences. So what it entails is that you give the prospect and customer information over to Facebook. They analyze the demographics, psychographics, and behaviors of those people, and they put together an audience of all the people that are in your market based upon the prospects and the customers you've done business with in the past, and they find all those people in your geographical area. So just like that goes without saying just how powerful that is. It takes out a lot of the targeting problems that a lot of businesses have. So if you have the world's greatest messaging and you put it to the wrong prospects, you won't do very well. But if you have the world's greatest targeting or the best audience for people to receive your message, and you have average messaging, you'll still do okay through ignorance. So you want to be in that boat as opposed to the first boat. So this level of targeting is very much like the second boat. You can get your messaging, reasonably well, which, if you watch some of my other videos, you'll do a bit better than just well, which will allow you to just hammer home so many more leads at such a lower rate, which is ideally what you want, and they'll be more qualified, which is win-win for you, not so much the prospect. The prospect's happy because they found a good builder, obviously, but you're happy, you got better leads at a cheaper cost, and you're getting more of them. There's no better recipe than that. So with Facebook ads, you can also mimic the dating process. So a sequential, you can take people on first date, second date, third date, so on and so forth. And that's done through retargeting, which is if you visit a website before, then you start to see ads based upon you visiting. Perhaps you visited an e-commerce store, you looked at a product, now you're seeing a discount for that product, or you're seeing ads for that product. You can do this very much in the identical way that those businesses are doing it to you. So imagine a prospect comes, they're early on talking with their spouse about getting a new home, then they visit your website, they're not ready to make a decision, they're just looking around, then they start to see ads based upon testimonials from your past customers. They're starting to see the awards, licenses, qualifications, guarantees, etc. that you have, before and after pictures, so on and so forth. Starts to build a really nice argument now that you are their preferred builder, or you should be their preferred builder. So that's kind of a sequential marketing process that can happen. Check out the video in the description. It'll also pop up in this video right now. It's a Facebook video, or Facebook ads marketing video specifically for builders, contractors, and construction companies. Right up your alley if you're watching this video. So I recommend either watching that now or watching it when you finish this video as well. So Google Ads for home builders. I love Google Ads. I've got tons of videos about optimization. I've got a video about Google Ads specifically for contractors, home builders, construction companies, etc. That video will feature around here as well. It's also in the description. But it's just one of the best platforms. Like, I've been using this for literally almost a decade now, if not over a decade now, and it's one of the best forms of marketing for builders, contractors, and you guys in those types of industries, because the intent is there, so that people aren't searching for a new home builder in your location out of curiosity. They have some level of intent. Sure, the intent level is different. I'm not gonna try and pull the wool over anyone's eyes. Well, I'm not trying to sell Google anyway, but you get the idea that the behavioral intent, like, words are cheap, but behavior is a better dictator. And the behavior of someone visiting Google, typing in, like completing this act, going through the search results, selecting your website, viewing it, 1 to half a dozen pages, so to speak, that shows real intent. And then that's what you want. That's what you want in your marketing. You want to be localizing and targeting the most ideal prospects for your business. And that's what you can do with Google Ads. So I highly urge you to watch the videos that I have around Google Ads. Google Ads is just like fantastic because you get substantial reach, you get optimization capabilities. Most home builders have the most awful Google Ads campaigns, and down to levels of optimization, down to structure, down to landing page. It's awful across the board, which is great for you because it just means there's so much opportunity. It's literally, you only have to be an inch taller than your competitors to see above them all. Like it's literally that easy to be pretty good in this industry. It's also great from a tracking perspective, so you know what your lead costs are, so you can drill down the cost per acquisition of a new prospect or a new customer if you want to drill down a step further. So that's fantastic as well. So I highly recommend watching my ads on both the optimization series on Google Ads, but also I have a campaign video from A to B. Literally, it's me commentating A to B on how to set up a Google Ads campaign for you as a construction company, new home builder, contractor, etc. So with that being said, let's move on to the next topic. So search engine optimization for new home builders. This is one where it's a bit more complex because people consider search engine optimization traffic or organic traffic as free, but it's not free. Time, resources still goes into getting the traffic, and you can still break that down from a cost per visitor perspective. But search engine optimization is great. I'm a fan of it, 100%. I've got clients that do wonderfully well with search engine optimization, so I'm not trying to discount it. I'm just calling it I'm just calling it out for what it is. So there's many different elements. The on-page search engine optimization elements. The keyword research is really, really important. I see plenty of people doing this wrong, both with Google Ads, which hurts a lot more, but also with search engine optimization, which I suppose hurts just as much because the amount of time it can take to rank is painful. And when you finally rank and you realize you targeted the wrong keywords, it sucks, for lack of a better way to put it. So you want to make sure that you have your on-page search engine optimization, just as best as you can. It's really, really important. Make sure that you have Google Analytics and the Google Search Console set up correctly. Allows you to track, measure the engagement metrics and KPIs of key pages and the website as a whole, so you know what to improve, how to make that website, which is a salesperson, better. So it's like giving sales training to your website, which is really, really important. I'm going to talk about that so much more in the next video. The Search Console really gives you a deeper perspective on your search engine optimization efforts. Make sure that you're optimizing your Google My Business listing, like just imperative. I have a blog post about this video. Go to that blog post. It's in the description below, and it'll talk a little bit more about the search engine optimization elements. But that being said, I don't do a lot of videos on search engine optimization. If it's one that you want as a contractor, home builder, etc., just drop a comment in the comment section below, just saying, I'd love a search engine optimization video. I'd love an SEO video. That will just give me an idea of, I can get into the deep, practical areas of search engine optimization. So therefore you'll have a better idea on actual actionable insights and practical advice on what to do for your own marketing in the world of search engine optimization. So it goes without being said, in my opinion, email is the most underutilized marketing tool, technique, strategy, whatever you want to call it, in the world of business. People do a horrible job at it. New home builders, contractors especially, just horrible with it. It's such a lucrative medium because you have control of when the message goes out, what's in the message. There's no restrictions really, so to speak, in what you can send people. So it's just so fantastic, but people just don't know how to utilize it. They don't know how to capture the email addresses. They don't know how to set up the email automation sequences, and they don't know what to put in the damn emails. Fortunately, I have the answer for you. The answer for a lot of that is in a video that's going to pop up around this video right now. It's just everything from A to Z on how to set up really good email automation sequences for you as a home builder, contractor, construction company, or whatever it is. I just can't stress how good email is. You have complete control over that dating process. It's just so fantastic. You can capture emails through exit pop-ups, as I've got here. Lead magnets are Can you give them an incentive? It doesn't have to be a financial or a product incentive, but a key piece of information in order you get the answer to this hardcore, hard-hitting question, and all you have to do to get it is give me your email. Easy, like very, very easy. The buyer's guide, the 7 ways home builders rip off their prospects. Like something crazy like that can work so damn well. You can create multiple lead magnets. Then you can pitch that through, as I mentioned, exit pop-ups. You can pitch it through the retargeting ads, through both at Google. You can pitch it directly to cold audiences based on Facebook ads. There's just tons of scale when it comes to marketing for new home builders. As I mentioned, it allows you to nurture the prospect, giving them information they want and need to know about your service. It positions you the way that you want. You want to be positioned, I assume, sorry, I don't mean to put my words into your mouth or my ideas into your mind, but you want to be positioned as the preferred home builder in your area. Like, it sounds kind of obvious, I suppose, but when people think about building a home, like this company and that person, they're respectable, they're honest, they're helpful, they know exactly what they're talking about, etc., etc. They're the person for me. Boom, lead. That's what you want, and that's what this type of stuff can do. So email, I cannot stress it enough just how powerful it is, and just how much you should be using it. It does wonderfully well for my clients around the world, in the home building, contractor, construction industries, no matter the country, US, UK, Canada, Australia. Obviously Australia, I'm Australian. I can't stress it enough. So with all that being said, guys, that's part 1 of this little marketing for new home builders type of video. Don't forget to comment if you want a search engine optimization based video. Don't forget to comment if you want any other solar videos or topics covered in future videos. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button, because I'll be releasing the part 2 of this video in approximately 10 days time. Please smash that like button, because it really does help within the YouTube algorithm. And lastly, if you want to have a chat about your marketing in relation to you as a contractor, new home builder, etc., just come over to my website at brenhamel.com, which is located in the description of this YouTube video. Scroll down, smash this big button here, fill in the form. You and I can have a chat. It's all about me trying to help you as much as I can in that phone call. We can chat about anything and everything: Google ads, Facebook ads, email, search engine optimization, video stuff, you name it. Digitally, I probably know a fair bit about it. Hopefully, if I don't, I will be really, really honest to say I have no damn idea what the hell you're talking about, but I'll try and come back to you with the perfect answer. We also can talk about if you want to work together as well. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, and I will see you in that video. Bye-bye.